Hey VC, this is Greeno. I'm off from work today, kind of sick, all clogged up in the head, ears are ringing. So thought I would make a video while I'm hanging around the house. I guess this will kind of be my introduction and tell you a little bit about myself. Pretty much a heavy metal hard rock guy. That's mainly what I collect, but I do collect a little bit of everything. I like blues. I've even started picking up a little jazz here and there, and classic rock, of course, and I have a pretty good little punk collection and that kind of thing. I've been collecting vinyl pretty much since the late 70s when I heard Kiss. Got me into music, and it's been going ever since. And I actually still have a little box around here with all my original Kiss albums that get kept separate. They're all beat up, but they're my first records, so I hang on to them. So that's pretty much it. Show a few records here. I showed this on my first video where I found it at a record show in Baltimore, and the reason I wanted to show it again is it's pretty cool. It's from 1970, and it's Blue Thumb, and check out the vinyl. I'm thinking that may be one of the older ones I have with a crazy vinyl pressing like that. It's Buddy Guy and Junior Wells, and just pretty much straight up blues. Last weekend at a local record shop, I ran into 3 Slayer albums that I didn't have, newer ones, so I grabbed those. Undisputed Attitude, sorry, didn't know this one, to be quite honest. I didn't didn't follow them too much in the 90s, so I'm kind of going back and picking up what I can find of the newer stuff. God Hates Us All, and actually I did buy this when it first came out and really liked this. These are all from, I believe, the box set. I assume somebody bought the box set and got rid of some of them. It doesn't make too much sense. They're all, they'll have 2010 dates on, which is the date the box set come out. Pick up this 10-inch Imperial State Electric. You've never heard these guys, if you like straight up rock and roll. And what it is Nick from, I actually pulled one out, a couple, the Helicopters. It's his new band. And the Helicopters are done. Nick started this, and it actually has also the bass player from the Dotsons is in this. And like I say, it's pretty much straight up rock and roll. This, it's called In Concert, but it's not. It's all covers. Has a couple covers of like Beatles, and like there's a Runaway song on here. It's pretty cool. I like the Helicopters a bit better. If you've never heard the Helicopters, do yourself a favor and check them out. They started out kind of garagey, and they just kept progressing and getting better and better. Kind of turned into like a Detroit MC5 kind of sound. Here's also another one from the Helicopters. These are from the late 90s. Now also in the Helicopters, if you look here, is Dragon. And if you like the Helicopters, definitely check out Backyard Babies. Dragon. Nick from the Helicopters was originally the drummer in Entombed, I believe, which I'm not much into, more of an extreme band, metal band. and he started the helicopters with Dragon from the Backyard Babies. And like I said, they started out kind of garagey, and Dragon left and went back to the Backyard Babies because they were taking off, and the helicopters just kept progressing until, you know, a little more slick sounding, very good rock and roll. In the same way with the Backyard Babies, it's like a crime that these guys aren't bigger in America, more well known. This is their newest album, just self-titled, and this came out in 2008. Here's a live album. I think this came out in around 2004 or 5. Let's see the date on the back here. But if you like just straight up rock and roll, check out those two bands if you've never heard them, or 3 bands with Imperial State Electric. And chances are most everybody on the BCs into rock and roll has heard these bands. I also picked this up, Tedeschi Trucks Band. Big fan of Susan Tedeschi. I saw her open for Buddy Guy about 10, 12 years ago on her 2nd album, I believe. Was not a fan of Derek Trucks. I'm not a jam band guy, so I never checked him out. I knew he was in that scene, but picked this album up because of Susan Tedeschi and ended up really liking it. The one song, what is it, Midnight in Harlem? Yeah, just great song. And now kind of am a fan of Trucks, so I see what everybody's been talking about. And last thing I have laying here is Stone Circus. Just kind of picked this up. Very interesting cover. That's what kind of sold me on it. It's late 60s pop psych kind of thing. I knew nothing about them. I was actually hoping it was kind of like a 70s hard rock thing, but still very cool. I'm kind of in a thing now looking for 70s hard rock that I haven't heard the more obscure stuff, which goes for way too much money. Like, this is a reissue, so I'm always looking for reissues of that kind of thing. That's about it for now. So maybe, since I'm just hanging around today, I might try and do another video, pull out some other stuff. Got a ton of new stuff that I haven't put away yet. So, alright, thanks.